I just watched a video of Seth Rollins' leg going in a direction that it should not be going. All right, I saw that video, I was disgusted, and I thought to myself, wow, The Rock was right. Seth freaking Rollins was 100% the MVP of WrestleMania 40. We gotta talk about this because that leg video freaked me out. I'll show it at the end, but like seriously, don't be eating while you watch it. And maybe I built it up too much. I don't know. I guess it's not like, you know, I didn't throw up, but it's still kind of like, I'll show it at the end and it'll be part of the explanation of why Seth freaking Rollins is so freaking cool, because this dude went from the Monday Night Messiah to WrestleMania Jesus. This guy is, I don't know if there's anybody that loves the business more than him. Even though he's not as big as John Cena, I literally think that he loves WWE maybe more than anybody, and I think WrestleMania 40 kind of puts it in perspective. So Seth Rollins did get injured before WrestleMania, and he's been building up this title, the World Championship title, right? And he gets injured, and he doesn't want to just relinquish the belt, even though his knee is hurt. Even though he is injured, he doesn't want to relinquish the belt because he feels that the belt needs to go to a worthy opponent, a worthy challenger in order to elevate this, because this belt, he's the first owner of it. The World Championship belt just came into creation and he needs it to have a strong lineage in order for it to succeed. So he doesn't want to just relinquish it. He knows it has to be lost at WrestleMania. So he puts his body on the line. He says, no, I'm not going to get the surgery. I'm going to rehab. It worked. He's able to compete at WrestleMania. Now, here's the thing. Becky Lynch just recently revealed on an interview that Seth Rollins tore his meniscus before WrestleMania, a little before WrestleMania. That means 2 matches, right? Plus the main event of night 2. Seth Rollins was injured. You couldn't really tell. You honestly couldn't tell. And he wrestled the second longest match in WrestleMania history, right? With a torn meniscus. I looked up the symptoms or the effects of torn meniscus, and guess what it is? Pain. Yes, that's right. Pain. He's wrestling in all this pain, but he doesn't, I'm sure he cared, but he put the love of the business, the love of the sport above everything else. And now you might say that was, I don't know, there will be people who will be like, I can't believe you did that, but I don't know. It had a very kind of old school kind of feel to it in that, when wrestlers used to get injured, they kind of kept it on the DL because they didn't want to lose their spot. Now, he did go get surgery after WrestleMania, so it wasn't that he was fearing losing his spot, but he was fearing wrestling losing momentum, or the world title losing momentum. He did what he felt was best for business. He put the business above himself because he is in pain, and he goes and puts a banger of a match at WrestleMania Night 1 main event only to lose, right? And then he goes and puts another banger of a match at WrestleMania Night 2 match 1 only to lose. And when he loses, guess what he does? He says, you effing deserved it, to Drew McIntyre. That's right. And he doesn't try to steal the moment. He doesn't even raise his hand. He's just like, and he's like emotionally, you can see it. The emotion is on his face. He's near tears, if not crying. I can't tell because they're all sweaty, but he's like, you effing deserved it, man. You effing deserved it. And even though those two are not liking each other, they hate each other, they have this moment of mutual warrior respect. And it's like, yeah, that's what this is about. That's what this is about. And those matches, they were intense. They were crazy. Things were happening. He wasn't pulling punches. He wasn't, it was a tag match on night 1, but he wasn't hiding behind the tag. Sometimes an injury can, you can mask. You can still wrestle if you're injured in a tag match because you're not doing as much. No, it was like balls to the wall. Like for real. Just like we thought The Rock might be hiding behind Roman in a tag match because he'd be all gassed up or blown out. No, The Rock was in it. Seth was in it. And boom, boom, boom. And it was so good. And then, so he loses night 1, right? He's wrestling injured, he loses night 1. He's wrestling injured, loses match 1, day 2. And then what happens? The main event of WrestleMania 40, night 2, is Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns. However, Seth has a very crucial, very important, a 10 years worth of importance moment that still needs to play out, right? And watch this video. Watch how Seth gets into the ring. He is hurting, okay? He is in pain. That And he has not been touched yet either. He has not been touched yet in this main event. So either he's selling the pain from the first match, or this is real pain, real struggle that he's going through. And hear me out though, the cameras are not on him. Announcers never mention the limping or nothing, because it's a surprise that he's supposed to enter. If it's a surprise that he's supposed to enter, he's going to come in a sprint or something like that, so he can get there as soon as possible, be in position, because the cameras aren't on him. Therefore, since this is a fan cam, that limping, that struggle to get in the ring is all 100%, I believe, to be legit. Okay, Seth Rollins is in extreme pain, and he still has a very important role to play because, as he said months ago, Seth Rollins is in a unique position to be Cody Rhodes' shield. Even though he's a champion, even though he's injured, he wants to be Cody Rhodes' shield because he needs to get the belt off of Roman for the betterment of the business, because he's afraid that the belt would never be defended again if that was the case. So Seth Rollins gets into the ring all injured, right? And boom, watch this, boom, Superman punch. Seth goes down, and look at the leg. That leg should not be bending that way. That leg, that is not the way a human leg bends, all right? And it wasn't even really called out in the match. So this is all happening, and it's pretty much just lost in the moment of the Avengers Assemble moment of all of these stars, from the Usos, Solo Sikoa, John Cena, The Rock, Seth Rollins, even The Undertaker. It's all lost in this, right? So Seth Rollins, this excruciating, painful moment, goes completely lost. And then not only that, but it's not over. Seth needs to crawl to his feet, climb to his feet on the ropes, so he can take the chair shot, the revenge chair shot of 10 years ago when Seth did it to Roman to break up the Shield. But now Roman choosing to do it to Seth rather than Cody to get his revenge from the Shield breaking up, thus giving Cody the chance and opportunity to do Crossroads after Crossroads and win the Universal Undisputed title. But it was Seth Rollins that allowed it to happen because that chair shot he took. And I am 100% confident in this day and age, Triple H, TKO would have told Seth, hey man, it's okay. You don't need to do all of this. If Seth would have said, hey guys, I'm hurt, I'm injured, I gotta look out for myself, I'm sure you understand, I can't do this. I'm sure the payday was good. Okay, he probably got paid a lot of money, but he also doesn't need it. He's been in the WWE for a very long time, one of the top guys for a very long time. His wife is also a top guy. It's like, they've got money. Now, more money's always better, but they've got money. What he did at WrestleMania was not about money. It was about what was best for business. It was about the love of the sport and the love of the boys. Seth Rollins, he made The Rock look good, right? He gave Roman a challenger. He put his body on the line so he could elevate Drew McIntyre, right? And not just Drew, because who cashed in on Drew? Damian Priest. So Damian Priest, because of Seth Rollins making sure that belt is important, also gets a little bit of shine from this. So Drew McIntyre, Damian Priest, and Cody Rhodes, all three of them completely elevated because of Seth freaking Rollins and his very unselfish behavior that makes him 100% the MVP of WrestleMania 40, and in my opinion, the MVP of WWE, bar none. Name me someone who loves wrestling more. John Cena? There's an argument. So give me someone else. Don't say John Cena. Undertaker? I could see that as well. Undertaker, John Cena? Name me someone else. Name me someone else. No one. You got no one. Seth freaking Rollins, right? And I think Seth, man, MVP, man. I acknowledge Seth Rollins as a stand-up dude, and I did not like Seth for the longest time. It's all changed. All changed. You made me a believer. You made me a believer, Seth. Thank you for everything you did for me personally, Seth, because I fully enjoyed WrestleMania with my kids, and a large part because of you. You are the MVP of WWE. Please acknowledge Seth. Please acknowledge the subscribe button, and have a great day.